Well, fans, on NBC here tonight at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada, we saw Shawn Porter and Adrien Broner go to battle in a fight that honestly was a little sloppy. You could say at times a little dirty, with a lot of clinching happening in the fight, but ultimately Shawn Porter just using activity and volume to score points and really work the body of Adrien Broner to etch out a unanimous decision victory. Now Porter, for the first time, fell to the canvas, with Broner knocking him down in that 12th and final round, but it didn't seem that it affected Porter at any way, as he regained his confidence and his strength and finished that round strong. Now we're waiting for the post-fight press conference to start, but Shawn Porter becomes the second man to solve the problem. Let's go ahead and take it up to the stage behind me and hear from Shawn Porter about this victory here tonight.
I think this was, I'm not going to say great, but I think it was a very good fight. I think that we came out and we did, I said, about 90% of what we wanted to do. We were prepared for everything that he had. I think that showed. And we were able to give it to him from the outside and also give it to him on the inside. That was the plan coming into the fight. So for 12 rounds, as a good fighter, you want to be able to establish your game plan, make your game plan be effective, listen to your corner along the way, and do what they ask you to do. Every experience that I've had in this ring, every professional fight that I've had in the ring to this point has brought me to this point, and I think it all showed up in this fight tonight. So my hat goes off to Adrien Broner for standing there for 12 rounds. Anyone out there who has not competed in this sport, this is the hardest sport to prepare for, and it's the hardest sport to compete in. So my hat goes off to him for the job that he was able to do tonight as well. Like I've said before, I'm always going to show class. I'm always going to be respectful. And so I'm going to do the same as always. You know, he talked a lot, but when we got in the ring to get the job done, I got the job done tonight. So I want to thank his corner for getting him here, and, you know, for everyone who made this fight possible. And thank you guys for coming out again. I think Team Porter really showed y'all what the Porter way is like tonight. So thank you.
How did you manage to not get frustrated by the poor job that Tony Weeks did in the ring and not breaking you guys and allowing him to excessively hold? And my other question is, what happened at the start of the 12th round when he caught you with that left? Were you just off your guard a little bit, or was it just a good shot that Adrien was able to catch you with?
Well, you know what? I'm going to start with the Tony Weeks question. I could be biased. I've watched him work for a very long time. This is his first time working my fight. So I'm a fan. So it's hard for me to, you know, look at the job that he did tonight and say that he did a bad job. I actually think he did a very good job. I think at that point where he took the points, it was needed. It needed to be done. I think, you know, there was something he had to do to stop Adrien Broner from laying on me. And so, you know, overall, not just because he took points from Adrien Broner, but I think overall he did a pretty good job tonight. And, you know, as far as your second question, I was told going into that 12th round to leave it all in the ring, to give it all that I had, empty the tank. That's what we do. I came out a little too lax. Adrien Broner threw a great punch. He threw a quick hook, caught me on the chin, and actually put me down. That was my first time going down. I honestly feel like, you know, at some point you kind of need an experience like that to, you know, what it feels like to work your way through it and to show, you know, what you're really made of. So not that I want that to happen. I don't think it'll ever happen again. But obviously I came out a little too lax, not what my what instructions were, and I paid for it. So I made it through that round. I think I came back in that round. I don't know how the judges scored that round. I would have to take a look at that round and see if I really won it or not. But, you know, just from, you know, thinking about it right now, I would have to give him that round just because he did knock me down. But I wasn't off balance. It was a good shot. I wasn't hurt. I was more so just kind of, I think, in shock that that actually went down. You know, the great part about it is the preparation that we put in and day out really showed up It shows up every fight, but it really showed up in this fight. I was able to maintain my composure. I was still strong and still fit as heck and able to, not only fight him off, but go after him again throughout that round. So I think I did a good job that round still. Our game plan worked. Our game plan was to box him from the outside, give him some different looks, and work our way in. I think, that game plan just worked. I think that game plan caught him off guard. He was probably expecting me to come after him. There were a few times he tried to run, and we wanted to come in and just box from the outside so that we wouldn't allow him to run too much, So I would say that our game plan dictated everything in this fight and really dictated how he reacted to what we did. So I wouldn't say he didn't come to fight at all. I wouldn't say he wasn't prepared. I think he just didn't expect what he got tonight.
Would you be open to fighting a Keith Thurman or even Errol Spence Jr., who you saw tonight, come this fall? Because there's so many talented PBC fighters. Do you want that?
Yeah.
Do you want that next challenge now?
Yeah. I think this fight reflects who I am as a fighter. I'm willing to fight the best at any time. I look for us to get back in the ring as soon as possible. Obviously, this guy coordinates my business, gets the job done the right way. He'll figure it out who it is, and we'll go after him.
Yeah, we did the Battle of Ohio. We want to do the Battle of Las Vegas. We live on the same street, right down the street from Floyd, about 1.5 miles. Don't ignore us. Don't act like the elephant is not in the room. He's here. He beat up your little brother, and that's what happened when Maidana beat him up. So, he landed a good hook on us. Floyd can throw a good hook. Let's make it happen.
Mayweather said after the fight over here that he would like to see you fight Errol Spence on his undercard September 12th.
Who said that?
Mayweather.
Oh, okay.
Well, okay, well, I guess first you can respond to that. And then secondly, if that fight didn't happen, do you want to fight Kell Brook again? That was such a close fight. And
you know what? Kell Brook is a fight that I always want. I've said that publicly. It's a fight that, when you take a loss to someone, I don't think I should have lost to Kell Brook. I think there were things that I didn't do right, and I left it into the judge's hand, and it played out the way that it played out. But I think, getting a second chance, I'll do everything the right way, just about the right way, like I did tonight. And, that decision will go differently the next time. So that's always a fight that I will want. As far as fighting Errol Spence, on a Mayweather undercard, I'm not looking for any more Mayweather undercards. We were looking to get on the Mayweather-Pacquiao undercard. That didn't happen. Now I'm looking at Mayweather. I'm not looking at watching him fight after I fight. I'm looking at fighting him.